Hello Bournemouth fans, hope you're doing okay today. This isn't the first or the last video that you'll ever see of me in this car. However, it wasn't supposed to be a back of the net day today. Doing some work. The next video is scheduled for Friday, but driving down the A35 in Dorset and I see a familiar face, someone that I've actually met before when doing fan TV back in 2016 or 17, whenever it was. It's a fan that's infamous on social media and in the news, both nationally and internationally. And one of the things that you'll probably know him for the most is the fact that he doesn't wear many clothes. Yeah, that's right. It's this guy.
Currently on a charity challenge, walking from Land's End, from John O'Groats all the way to Land's End, wearing his Justice swimming trunks.
My name's Michael Cullen, I'm AKA SpeedoMick, and I run around the country raising money in me speedos, me goggles and me hat.
Well done, congratulations.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's been an amazing trip, isn't it, all the way down the UK.
I've been an Everton fan for all my life.
Oh, well, a lot brighter for seeing you this morning in your All Together, which looks spectacular, Mick.
So SpeedoMick, aka Michael Cullen, has raised so much money over the years by doing his various walking tours across the UK. This one is a 2,000-mile giving back tour and has seen him in Scotland, in Ireland, and recently he's just come down the coast of Cornwall. And I sort of knew that he was in Dorset at the moment, but it was a bit of a chance meeting, to be fair, but I thought it was a great chance to chat to him, and thankfully my camera was in the back and we could turn the spotlight onto mental health. And he's giving back, he's doing just that, and he's raising so much money for charities that can really benefit. He's going to be at AFC Bournemouth tomorrow, I think, as well. But in his own words, this is SpeedoMick. What a legend. Right, so look who I've come across. It's Mr. SpeedoMick himself here on the A35. Mick, how are you?
Yeah, the A35. It's a bit dangerous on that road.
It is. How's it been going? And tell me a little bit about what you've been doing, because you've been walking a lot.
Yeah, it's called the Giving Back Tour, and what's happening here is I started another walk after I'd done the winter walk a few years ago. Just finishing it just before the lockdown. We raised quite a few quid, and in the meantime we've started the SpeedoMick Foundation, which is registered now. So what we decided to do with £250,000 of the money that was raised on the last walk is we've decided to go on another walk. It's called the Giving Back Tour, because we want to give £250,000 back to small charities that support mental health, disadvantaged young people and homelessness, and who are registered as well. We want to give them some grants, because what's been happening is, because of the pandemic, they've been unable to fundraise, and so their services have been dropping, and their services are vital, man, for the community. And we're not going to know that if they all stopped tomorrow. You would know about it. So instead of us getting a bit, fussy about, we want to do our own stuff and all that. We're not. The SpeedoMick Foundation has decided what we're going to do is we're going to give the grants out, and we're going to support basically the communities who supported me on the walks. All them people who've been donating through all this walking and stuff that I've been doing and going to the games and that. Amazing. We're going to just give it back to them, so they're all getting all that stuff back. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's happening. I started walking on the 31st of May. It was a 2,000-mile walk. It's turned into a 2,400-mile walk. Just a little walk.
Sucker for punishment.
I know. So like 2,000 miles just isn't long enough. You know what I mean? But I had to go through Cornwall. We were stopping before Cornwall, but Cornwall were just so supportive on the last walk. I thought I've got to go down to Land's End, so I did. You know what I mean? So we could give to some of them. You know what I mean? But I did add 400 miles onto the walk. And anyway. So we walked, started in Stornoway, in the House of Hebrides, and we walked. Then we went through the islands for a bit, and then we went over to the mainland, walked through Scotland somewhat, not all of it, but a fair bit of it. You know what I mean. And then I went over to Ireland, walked right the way down the coast of Ireland, and then over to Wales. walked right the way through Wales and then down to Land's End and through into England, down to Land's End, now walking back through Land's End and going down to Bournemouth, Brighton, London, Leeds, Birmingham, Stoke, Sunderland, Sheffield, Middlesbrough, Newcastle, looking back round to Manchester, and then finally finishing in Liverpool mid-December. It'll be a bit parky by then. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I'll be able to get my teeth into it. Proper challenge.
How are your legs, mate? How are your legs?
My legs are killing me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? My boots are a bit knackered. As you can see, they're all scarred up. There's holes in them, but I don't want to change them. Yeah. Because if I change them, I'm going to get blisters. So I'd rather get wet feet than blisters, basically. So that's what's happening. You probably do anyway. I walk around in nothing but my knickers, basically, in my speedos, no matter what the weather, rain, shine, snow. You know, on the last one there was 2 storms, Storm Kira and Storm Norman or something like that. You know what I mean? And anyway, so yeah, it doesn't matter what the weather is, it just stay like this, basically. That's my challenge.
So you're staying in Bournemouth tonight?
I am in Bournemouth, yeah.
Hopefully get a few photos tomorrow?
Yeah, well, Bournemouth invited me to come pitch side. Obviously there's no game, which is a shame. These are away for a couple of games, man, and I'm like, oh man, that would have been great. But anyway, Bournemouth, they've been really kind to me in the past as well. They've got me pitch side, do you know what I mean, and stuff, and the fans have donated like, you know, thousands of pounds themselves, so hopefully we're going to be finding a charity in Bournemouth as well. So if there's any small charities there that are registered and support mental health, disadvantaged young people or homelessness, you can go onto the SpeedoMick website, SpeedoMick Foundation website, and you can apply for a grant.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? So man, it's great. Look, I was in a dark place a long time ago. I was in a really dark place over 19 years ago. I was homeless and I'd lost my self-respect, my dignity, my home, and most importantly, well, not most importantly, but nearly most importantly, my family. You know what I mean? I'd lost my family and I had no hope whatsoever from coming back to the place that I'd built a wall around myself. Do you know what I mean? And I dug a big hole, man. And it was just looked like there was no coming back from that. But I received help over 19 years ago, and I got clean and I got sober. I'm an addict. I'm just an addict. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to be an addict when I first started coming, to get clean and be teetotal and stuff like that. And I'm not. You know what I mean? I don't want to be an addict for the minute. But that's just me. That's who I am. I am an addict, and I've accepted that fact now. And because I've accepted the fact, it's easy for me to see, to understand myself a little bit more now. So I received help a long time ago. How I got out of that, I'll never know. Do you know what I mean? The state of my mind and the mental health was in a terrible state. You know what I mean? I couldn't make the right decision to save my own life, literally. So, but I got help. So I started listening to other people. I got direction, and now what they said to me then was, all we ask you to do is give back what we've given to you. So they give me the freedom from active addiction, so I can give back to society. I can give back, I can help other people, I can be honest about my own mistakes, and I'm honest about my own my addiction, my mental health. I've been diagnosed in the last 19 years with ADHD as well. Okay. So it's all linking up and making sense. Do you know what I mean? To and childhood trauma and all that stuff. So I'm recovering, and I'm still recovering, and I'll always be an addict. It wasn't just 19 years ago I was an addict. I'm still an addict today. Do you know what I mean? So which is why I can't drink, and I haven't had a drink or taken any substances for over 19 years. I couldn't do that for one day. You know what I mean? And now, I've got my life back, I've got my family back, I've got my self-respect back, I've got my dignity back, I've got a roof over my head, I've got food in the cupboard, I'm able to support others and just do this magical stuff, all this positive stuff in my life. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, Thank you very much to everybody in recovery who supported me in the beginning, because I swear to you, mate, I was hard work.
When I saw that you were doing this many miles, I thought there's probably more chance of Everton's new stadium being finished by the time you hit the door.
Yeah,
but I tell you what, you're doing amazing, and it's quite poignant because it was World Mental Health Day the other day as well.
It was, yeah.
And
exactly.
you know, focusing on those, you know, amazing organisations out there. Yeah. You're doing your bit with what you're doing, giving back, mate. Incredible.
It's a drop in the ocean when you take a look at the whole picture. But if we can put a smile or change one person's life, if we can help somebody get into recovery or help with their mental health, you're not just helping them, you're helping them. Then you'll relieve the family of all the stress that brings to the family, then the friends, and then the community. You help. It's a massive ripple effect, mate. If you can just help one single person. Right, ups and out. I've done 1,500 miles. Did they say that?
Yeah.
15. Oh, did I?
Yeah, 1,500.
Oh, all right. I'm just repeating it. I've done 1,500. Think what about 900 miles left to do?
Yeah, 900.
You know what I mean?
Make sure you donate. The link, we're going to put it in the description below. Yeah. Make sure you check it out. Mick, you've been doing fantastic.
SpeedoMick GoFundMe page. Do you know what I mean? You've donated up to now £75,000 on this occasion, man, which is phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? And altogether, you know, yous have donated £800,000 to all the stuff that I mean, you know, the channel swim. I've swam the channel, man. Listen, mate, I'm not giving myself a big up or anything here. It's just, it's like I've stolen somebody else's life. My life was in a terrible mess.
Yeah, you better.
My life was in a terrible mess, and now you know what I mean. It's magical, and I still struggle, and I still suffer from mental health, and you know, and doubts and fears. But I just crack on, and by doing this stuff and giving back, it relieves me from thinking in my mind all the time. You know?
Yeah. You say you got your dignity back, mate. You're walking in your speedos, buddy. But it's fine. It's fine. You know what? That's what it's all about. And tell you what,
we can't get all of it back.
You're doing an incredible job, mate. Gotta say, thank you so much.
If it makes a difference, we'll do it.
Yeah, and make sure you check out that link below, because honestly, you're doing an incredible job. You can track him by following him on Twitter as well. Is it at SpeedoMick?
Yeah, SpeedoMick on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook as well, or TikTok. I'm even on TikTok now. I don't really go on it, to be honest. You know what I mean? But TikTok, we're on TikTok and YouTube and all.
But if you know, like, if nothing else, seeing a man in the speedos, unbelievable. You've done an incredible job, Mick.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you so much,
Listen,
buddy.
take it easy.
All the best, and yeah, we'll see you very soon. And at the Cherries. What a guy, what an absolute guy, SpeedoMick. Wow. So if you want to see more about him and put a few pennies in his coffers, then visit the links in the description below. Now, of course, mental health is a huge thing, with Mental Health Awareness Day the other day, and on the 21st of October, Talking Cherries are down at Dean Court. Make sure you follow them on Twitter at Cherries Talking for all the information about this event, where Frano's going to be there with Mark McAdam, going to have some fun and games, a chance to get to know Talking Cherries as well. So do check out their website as well, talkingcherries.org.uk, and we'll retweet a few bits in the week leading up to it as well, just to make sure you're fully aware. Get down to Dean Court, meet your idols, and also chat Cherries with the Talking Cherries team. Until the next video, see you later.